Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review Season 2 of Star Wars Visions, which is a collection of animated, isolated Star Wars tales from a variety of different international animation studios. And this particular season, I think, is a pretty big step up from the last season. I really enjoyed some of them from last season, but there are some amazing works in this second season. And just kind of going through each of them briefly, you have Sith, which is the first one, which has this really cool, gritty kind of 3D animation that has like this cool stylized painted look to it. And it's an intense kind of chase with this battle between a Sith and his apprentice, and it's so engaging and thrilling and just kind of blows you away. But it's really Screecher's Reach, which is the second one from Cartoon Saloon, who did The Secret of Kells, Song of the Sea, The Breadwinner, Wolf Walkers, and My Father's Dragon. This is an absolutely breathtakingly beautiful, just mind-blowing, striking film. And it has these horror elements that are straight up terrifying. It has these beautiful characters and really nice voice work from these young Irish performers, and a really poignant and heavy, impactful finale that kind of rips the rug out from under you. It is so gorgeous. It's breathtaking, and this makes me wish that, I want to see Cartoon Saloon do even more in this world. Then you have In the Stars, which is going back to some 3D animation, and it feels so great and textured and layered. What I appreciate about this season overall, it really leans into different cultures, and this one has this sibling relationship that's pretty poignant and moving. You have I'm Your Mother, which is like this really cool parent-child craft race sponsored by Wedge Antilles, and this is from Aardman. It's so quirky and fun and silly and just captures all the wonderful joy of Aardman Entertainment, who has done Wallace and Gromit and Chicken Run, Shaun the Sheep, and Flushed Away. And it's a pretty exciting and fun race too, to boot. You have a couple anime like Journey to the Dark Head, which is this really straight up very stylized anime look at a mechanic and a disillusioned young Jedi team up for a risky and unlikely mission. It's intense, it's engaging. You have the Spy Dancer, which this is such a beautifully painted, just looking hand-drawn animated film that has a ridiculously unexpected emotional punch towards the end that's very heartbreaking, and it makes me want to see more of that story fleshed out in the future. You have the Bandits of Golak, which it's this beautiful 3D animation from more like Indian Middle Eastern type studio. And what's really cool is it has an amazing action, lightsaber battle at the end of the episode that's really awesome. You have The Pit, which is another anime that really grabs your attention, and there's strong vocal performance from David Diggs here. A lot of these stories start really focusing on kyber crystals, and Au's song, which is the last one that comes from the South African studio that Seals that came out on Netflix. This is one of the most textured and beautiful animated productions that I've ever seen. It is breathtaking and gorgeous. Cynthia Erivo gives a wonderful performance as this Jedi in it, and it has such a moving story of this young child who has this gift of her voice and how she uses it. And it is a beautiful and moving father-daughter story. There's just so many great things in these overarching themes of recruiting young Jedi and Sith. And it's so interesting seeing how they're so parallel in the way that they do it, and really building that idea that maybe the Sith and the Jedi are just the same except from different perspectives. and really reinforcing those themes of Star Wars. The animation just across the board is absolutely gorgeous. There's a couple of them that'll just blow you away. And there's some really awesome efforts from some really famous animation studios and some up-and-coming ones in this season. Overall, I was so satisfied with this. I love this show. Honestly, it might be one of my favorite things that Star Wars does right now because it's so awesome and engaging to see all these different stories and showing how the love of Star Wars transcends cultures and countries and across the world, and how we all can find our own stories in it. But those are my thoughts on Season 2 of Visions. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV on Disney+. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.